Yes. Among some smaller ones, that's it's number one is Dow with a share at around 25%. 24, 25 exactly. So that's around. The second one is Henkel with a couple of percent less, around 20, and the third one is Sika. And these three players, they count really for the vast majority of the market. And then you have a couple of smaller companies, like Lord. It's also known in the market, but the gap is already significant. So there's in the low single digit range. And then you have smaller adhesive suppliers in each of the regions. But these are from the global picture. That's
what percentage would you apply to Sika?
To Sika, it's to my knowledge, it was around 18%. 15. This. There was my and Dow I said was a 25, close to 27%. So that's in this ballpark number. And Henkel was a couple of percentage below in the epoxy space.
If I do the math, it looks like the big three own about roughly between 65 and 70% of the market.
Yeah.
Then there's Lord and some other small ones that make up the difference.
Exactly, and in the region that varies. The Dow is a little bit stronger in the in US, just historically. An American company close in Michigan, very close to Detroit, to the center of the. So that's why historically they are stronger there. They have a very strong connection. Also, there are R&D, global R&D centers in Auburn Hills, where all of the development is done by Dow, very close to Detroit. So that's why Dow is very strong with Ford, with GM, Chrysler, very strong. There, of course, the market share can go even up to 50+%. However, in Europe, it's then the Henkels. Henkel, German company, close to Mercedes, BMW, Volkswagen, etc. So that's why they are the Germans are stronger at the Germans. So that's.
So that's an interesting point. I wanted to just make sure we clarify this. So what would you say the percentage in NAFTA is for those three? Market share percentage.
The overall market share percentage, it's the same. Roughly, I would expect it's the same. However, with Dow much stronger in NAFTA than it is in other regions. And the Sika, to my knowledge, is not so strong in the NAFTA. It's very the Henkel. I know they have also. Positions, at American manufacturers. Sika, not to my knowledge. This might be a low single digit.
Number. So just hearing this discussion, then it sounds as if in U.S. Dow may own up to 40 to 50% market share, basically taking that away from Sika.
Sika and also Henkel. Henkel is not so strong in the U.S. In Europe, it's different. Then and also the Henkels and the Sikas are usually stronger with the German ones, with the German OEMs. I know Dow has a pretty good position with some of the French car manufacturers. With Renault, the Peugeot. With these guys, usually the OEMs, they have their major supplier, in the region, for this, and then a second one. So, and I said the Germans are usually closer connected to the Germans, than